Hello everybody, welcome to my sunny life and all its beautiful entrails. So I've been waiting to make this video for a long time, and I don't know exactly how far it's gonna get for this particular video, but let me just say, in the long term, I have a lot of dream goals, maneuvers, flips that I want to get done. Anyway, the main dream flips that I have in my focus are front flip related. So this is my favorite place to practice because this is the best wall that's close to home. And this is actually a pretty good height. This might be like the tallest front flip I've done things off of, or maybe I've done a little bit taller. That dream jump, not the bucket list jump, is doing a front flip off of a dugout, a baseball dugout at my old park, Manship Park. And there's two ways that I can do that. One, I can go off sideways, off the long ways of the building, or I can go off the high edge because that roof is on a slope, like so. So my goal for today is to warm up here, get as much practice in as I can, see how it feels. If I'm ready, I'm ready. And then I want to do the lesser front flip, the one that's off the side and not off the highest possible edge. I'm gonna just get warmed up, see how this works, and I'll see you there. That's so much air time, I know I'm gonna be crapping my pants if it comes down to the real thing. Let's keep working. Okay, so warm-ups, I feel control, and I felt like I took zero damage whatsoever. Perfect touches and land downs. So now I'm ready for the maximum for this spot, which is, I don't know, just a couple inches, half a foot taller than what I was just doing over there. Once again, for the measurement's sake. It's about halfway up my forearm there, which I estimate to be maybe 6 feet or so, maybe a little more. Anyway, here's my thoughts as I come towards the wall. Basically, all I'm thinking about is that I make sure I jump up and nice and hard, because when you're doing stuff from height, it's easy to want to cheat down and lower yourself and crunch as much as possible, but I know I cannot fake it because this is easier than what I want to do. So I have to be able to actually jump off this wall when I'm doing my flip, or there's no hope of even thinking about the other jump. I feel so high when I'm jumping off this, and I know the dugout's even higher. So I'm gonna bounce that 2 or 3 more times and then decide what to do. Kinda wanna try for the dugout if I can. However, at the dugout spot, there's no practice front flips anywhere. I know that once I get to the actual spot, it's just gonna be me and the drop. So I'm not feeling afraid of this jump anymore, so that's very good. But I know I'm gonna be afraid of the other jump. And still, there's always gonna be that boundary for the threshold of what you want, what you're pushing for. So, maybe I will try and do it today. We'll see how it goes. I will do one more here, and that will give me the decision. Welcome to phase 2. So this is my park. Only thing I'd say that I really own in this world. This is where I spend all my time from ages 14 plus, 15 plus, just learning flips and parkour and creating my dreams firstly, trying to make my dreams come true secondly. And so this is kind of the most beautiful place in the world, and it kind of takes me back to my truest beliefs about why I do the things I do and why I love what I love. So here's the deal though. This place is a little bit more pressure because there can be people sometimes, which means I don't really like staying up on that roof for a long time because I don't want cops involved in anything I do. And I just don't want people giving me trouble or shit or thinking I'm breaking things. I don't really want any of that crap. So when I first started parkour and I learned about everything I wanted in this world, this was the dream for me. So just so you know, It's gonna be a dream come true. One of the best days of my life, fucking telling you. Once I go off there, going towards the field. That right there is like something from day one I saw and I was like, it's possible, it's the only thing around, it's the only thing I need. So, goal for today is not to do that side, but to just go sideways off the lesser end, which is still gonna be scary for me. So check the height. Before, the other wall was like halfway up my forearm, and this one's like plus 1.5 feet on that. So we're talking like 7 or 8 feet on this side, and of my measurements, if I remember correctly, it's like a full 9 feet over here. So this is pretty much what's next for me. This is all that's in the path of progression that's left. All I need to do is to gather the courage, strength to send this mighty chop off the side to land here. I'm gonna check out the landings and everything and discover what's best for me. This is the side which I have always intended to do this off of. However, there's a massive fucking dookie right there. And I think my front flip is more important than the dookie part, but I'm definitely gonna not do that if possible. Okay, so the other one was my original plan, has been, but this actually looks better to me. I think if I come off this side, land about here-ish, as long as I miss this hole, it's pretty good grass for landing. Guys, all that's left is to scope it out and decide if I'm gonna do it or not. This will be huge or not. I'll do one front flip off this little bleacher and then see it. Okay, here are the last steps. First thing is to go up there and just jump down. First I'll try not to roll, and then maybe I'll roll, and we'll see what happens after that. So here comes the best and worst of it. Fact is, my muscles are great, and I'm confident in every way. Jumping off this, no problem, no hesitation. But front flip, I am pretty scared. And it's not even so much scared, it's just like when you start to reach thresholds and boundaries, everything just feels unfamiliar all again. And then you come to thoughts like, I gotta do some more front flips to make sure I'm warmed up properly. The fact of the matter is, it just comes down to it now. There's nothing more I can do to be ready for this except spend more time with the practices. So I'm just gonna mentally hammer this down, figure out if I'm gonna do it or not. And oh my God, if that day comes where I send it off this edge, celebration. Mental processing, that's all that this journey is right now. For me, it's like, if I visualize, like, if it was only this high, the bottom of this, I would do it right now. And it's just those simple kinds of thoughts that can help give you everything or take it all away. Because I have done it from literally so close to this height, but it's just a new eyesight, a new head height that makes me afraid. But maybe I can do this. That was a good confidence builder, that last thing. Doing those little run-up steps into the jump. I feel better now. Hopefully this works. Yes. 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 So can we make this the official, like, one of the best days of my life real quick? Because, guys, that was so effortless, so easy. And it took me a little bit of time to just like teeter on the comfort of it, but guys, that was so easy and it feels so good to fly. This kind of stuff is my dream come true, so I want to see if I can do it one more time, because that was easy. But maybe, just maybe, to make my dreams come true today. Because even what I just did, I've dreamed of doing for 10 years. This is huge. So my dreams are coming true, but this video is going to be titled what I originally planned it to be, which is almost there and not quite there. I just went on a speech and I was talking about maybe doing my actual true dream today, but I don't think I'm gonna do it just yet. But this is still huge for me because this is the biggest front flip I ever did. It feels painless, a little bit freaky, but very awesome. So I just don't want to push too hard just because I'm progressing, you know? So as much as I was going to send it and get the full thing today, I'm just going to do one more off of this side, just so you guys can see it and so I can have the practice. I just reckon that there's no need to progress super far, you know? Now that I have the next step, I can stay on that step for a little bit until the day comes sometime this summer, within a few weeks. Promise. I will make this dream come true. But till then, I'll just send this once off the side for you guys. And this is like one of the best Sam's days, like ever. Like I said, I always dreamed of this. And even though I'm just going off the side right now, not off the tip, this still counts so much. So enjoy me flying one more time. I love you guys so much, and I love this so much. This is my life. So I'll see you around. So like I said, guys, that is literally perfect. Effortless, perfect, zero damage, not even using much muscles because the impact is transferred perfectly. So by all means, I'm ready for the thing, for my dream, but just not today, all right? I was feeling really strong and I'm glad I made the progress, and I'll come back so soon for this because this is the biggest day of my life so far. I love you guys. See ya.